The tale of Hercules with his mighty labors echoes across centuries as a timeless hymn of courage, perseverance, and divine purpose. Yet in the bustling streets of today, the labors feel just as daunting: promotions, projects, personal goals, and the everyday battle of staying true to oneself. In this journey, we will merge the ancient bravery of Hercules with the sacred compass of Dharma, the guiding principle that leads us to ethical action and inner fulfillment. Through 5 chapters, we will explore how each labor can illuminate the obstacles we face, how the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic wisdom empower us to confront those trials with wisdom and inner power, and how modern success emerges when discipline meets purpose. The final section will dive deeper into Vedanta and Hindu philosophy, using powerful insight from the great teacher Krishna to demonstrate how the wisdom of Dharma can be applied in everyday life. Let us begin our expedition. Chapter 1: Capturing the Nemean Lion, Facing the Fear of the Unknown. In ancient Greece, young Hercules was tasked with slaying the Nemean lion, a beast whose scales were impervious to weapons. The hero approached the beast not with an ordinary spear but with a cunning plan. He dragged the lion into a deep, tight cave where its claws could not reach, then strangled it with his hands. The lesson was clear: use the environment, harness intelligence, and do not underestimate your own resilience. Today, the lion roars in the chambers of our own doubts. When we launch a new startup, pivot a career, or even attempt to master a new skill, we confront unknown threats: market volatility, competition, fear of failure. The ancient strategy remains relevant. Instead of confronting the unknown with blind force, we first study the terrain, the market, the audience, the data. We then craft a plan that turns the environment to our advantage, leveraging the right partnerships, capitalizing on emerging trends, and remaining flexible to change. Motivational insight. The essence of confronting adversity is not in the brute strength, but in the strategic use of your resources. The lion's indestructible hide was not the obstacle, its unfamiliarity was. Likewise, our challenges often emerge from the unknown rather than from sheer magnitude. Actionable example: suppose you're launching an eco-friendly product. Before investing money, perform a quick market analysis. Survey potential customers, look at competitors, identify your unique value proposition. Use simple tools like a SWOT matrix and set realistic milestones. Then use the insights to shape a flexible launch plan. By respecting the unknown's power, you minimize risk and increase your success chances. Conclusion: when a lion's roar echoes through a familiar room, you may feel fear. But if you turn that fear into a strategic inquiry, you discover that the lion's seemingly invincible hide is just a barrier you can outmaneuver. Hercules taught us that intelligence and humility can triumph over any beast. In your own battles, let curiosity be the chain, knowledge the lockpick, and resilience the shield. Like, share, and subscribe to continue this adventure. Reflective question: how can you transform the unknown obstacle in your life from a threat into a strategic opportunity? Chapter 2: Ridding the Erymanthian Boar, Finding Allies in the Chase. Legend has it that Hercules turned a wild boar that haunted the fields of Boeotia into a gentle beast by coaxing the animal out of its cave and then binding it in a chain. Yet he did not succeed alone. He relied on his brother, Diomedes, to guide the beast towards safety once it was caught. The labor underscores collaboration, trust, and the realization that one hero cannot carry the world alone. In contemporary life, obstacles are multifaceted. The burden of a daunting project can feel like a monstrous boar that must be tamed alone. Instead, we should seek reliable partners, trusted colleagues, mentors, or community allies. Cooperation does not dilute personal responsibility. It amplifies impact, spreads risk, and brings diverse perspectives that can transform a challenge into a triumph. Motivational insight. We cannot fight our battles in isolation. The Erymanthian boar's capture shows that synergy can turn a formidable adversary into a shared triumph. By trusting teammates, you gain emotional resilience and tactical expertise. It's a moral synergy that aligns with the Dharmic principle of doing so while ensuring duty and compassion for others. Actionable example: facing a key performance indicator, KPI, that seems unreachable, schedule a strategic brainstorming session. Invite a cross-functional team: marketing, data, finance, and sales. Let each propose solutions. Together, you design a new funnel, adjust prices, or align incentives. The result is a more comprehensive plan that no single individual could have conceived, and the team feels ownership and motivation. Conclusion: the boar was not vanquished by Hercules alone. He relied on the trust, cooperation, and shared expertise of a brother. In your own world, embrace partnership. Let allies be bridges across chasms you cannot cross on your own. Like, share, and subscribe to keep exploring this path. Reflective question: who in your life or workplace could you enlist as a partner to help you tame the boar of a current problem? Chapter 3: Aerial Assault, the Stymphalian Birds. When Hercules confronted the Stymphalian birds, he listened to a divine whistle that disoriented and guided them into a cavern where they flew into their own trap. His success came through intelligence, adaptation, and a keen sense of timing. He leveraged the birds' biology against them. Their noise made them scatter, the roar of the winds sent them spinning, and he struck from a safe distance. Our everyday obstacles often feel like flocks of birds: social media noise, news cycles, shifting consumer preferences, compounding the difficulty of hearing your own voice. The Stymphalian birds echo the chaos of modern media and marketing noise. Hercules didn't just strike blindly, he turned the chaos to his advantage. Motivational insight: in modern life, we can transform noise, information overload, into a strategic advantage by filtering the signal and setting clear boundaries. A disciplined approach to information consumption cultivates inner peace and sharper focus, allowing you to address tasks with clarity. Actionable example: limit your digital exposure to 1 hour of curated news per day. Use a digital wellness tool to block distracting sites during work hours. During meetings, apply the 2-minute rule. Solve simple tasks immediately to keep momentum. By managing your information currents, you create an environment that supports productivity and clarity. Conclusion: each Stymphalian flyer was a threat and a resource. Hercules' success was not in killing the birds outright, but in using their own properties, flight, noise, to create a trap. The lesson: turn external noise into pathways that guide you toward your own purpose. Like, share, and subscribe, and join the next chapter. Reflective question: what noise does your life carry that you can harness to accelerate your goals? Chapter 4: The Cretan Bull, Harnessing Inner Strength. Hercules was sent to capture the Cretan bull, a wild beast that could only be restrained through a combination of brute force and inner calm. He used his sheer strength to wrestle the bull, but he also stayed disciplined, maintaining focus under the bull's weight and adrenaline. The labor showcases the synergy of external action and internal mastery. In modern life, powerful projects, entrepreneurial ventures, athletic goals, creative pursuits demand both energy and composure. It's tempting to rely solely on motivation, but the real key is self-discipline. The lion's strength must be regulated by the center of gravity that only the self can maintain. Motivational insight: physical vigor is essential, yet without a calm mind, it is useless. The synergy of strength and stillness leads to sustainable performance. This aligns with the Vedantic principle that true power emanates from aligning your actions, karma, with inner equilibrium, atma. Actionable example: when leading a high-stakes project, first set clear objectives and deadlines. Next, commit to daily rituals that calm your mind: morning reflection, breathwork, or journaling. As you begin, maintain a mental checklist of priorities. This pattern anchors your energy, enabling you to react to crises without panic. The combination of discipline and capacity results in a bull-like ability to hold ground under pressure. Conclusion: like the bull, your goals can be mighty, but only if you keep your center. Harness your energy, maintain composure, and you become a force that can move mountains. Like, share, and subscribe to continue this voyage. Reflective question: how can you cultivate more inner calm to pair with your outer effort? Chapter 5: The Golden Hind, Balancing Desire and Duty. Hercules pursued the golden hind, a swift deer that symbolized unattainable desire. Though powerful, his pursuit was guided by purpose, not vanity. He chased it with humility, recognizing that the hind represented both his duty and an aspirational aspiration. He captured it by patiently following its trail, aligning his movements with the hound's rhythm. Modern obstacles often arise from desire, personal ambition, professional success, admiration, or recognition. The Golden Hind reminds us that relentless pursuit without purpose can lead to burnout. When we align desire with duty, a clear purpose, we are more likely to achieve sustainable success. Motivational insight: desire fuels action, but duty gives meaning. When you pursue a goal, ask, is this action serving a higher purpose? If yes, perseverance becomes inherent. If not, you risk chasing empty trophies. Actionable example: consider your next project or goal. Write down why you care. How will it serve the community? What values will it uphold? If the answer echoes your core values, commit. If not, reassess or adjust. During execution, monitor the impact and adjust course to maintain alignment. Conclusion: the Golden Hind demonstrates that the highest aspiration lies not in chasing a fleeting trophy, but in aligning desire with purpose. Keep the hind in sight not as a fleeting object, but as a compass to steady you toward your dharmic path. Like, share, and subscribe. Your journey continues. Reflective question: is your current goal truly aligned with your higher purpose? Philosophy spotlight: Vedanta and Hindu philosophy, aligning action with Dharma. Vedanta teaches that the essence of life is the union of the individual soul, Atman, with the universal consciousness, Brahman. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna advises Arjuna to perform his kshatriya, warrior duty, kaidiya, without attachment to the results, preserving inner tranquility while acting righteously. This advice echoes throughout the 12 labors. One confronts a lion, captures a bull, stills a boar, or chases a hind, all with purpose and clarity. Key historical figure: Krishna, the divine guide, embodies the perfect model of Dharma. His counsel shows that the pathway to mastery lies in acting according to duty, while letting the outcomes rest with the cosmos. Lessons for modern success: 1. Duty over outcome: focus on the process, not the reward. In entrepreneurship, deliver value consistently instead of chasing the perfect exit. In personal development, practice self-discipline rather than obsessing about accolades. This reduces anxiety and enhances performance. 2. Self-mastery through detachment: detaching from the fruits of action allows you to act without self-servicing motives. This cultivates calmness under pressure, enabling better decision-making. In teams, detach from outcomes for the sake of the project's success, fostering collaboration. 3. Alignment with purpose: recognize that each labor mirrored a deeper life philosophy. To confront fear, collaborate, manage noise, harness strength, and balance desire. By aligning tasks with your dharmic purpose, you gain clarity and resilience. Connecting to the 12 labors, Vedanta shows that each labored action is a step toward self-realization. When you approach obstacles as dharma, a duty to bring balance to the world and to oneself, you align your external endeavors with internal growth. Therefore, the ancient hero's path becomes not just a story of conquest, but a living map for modern seekers. Closing notes: the 12 labors of Hercules, when coupled with the luminous teachings of Dharma, provide a powerful framework to transform modern obstacles into opportunities for growth. By capturing fear with intelligence, seeking allies in collaboration, turning noise into focus, balancing energy with calm, and aligning desire with purpose, you harness ancient courage for contemporary triumphs. Remember the guiding principle of Vedanta: act ethically, Dharma, without attachment to outcomes, and you honor both personal greatness and universal harmony. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep the flame of curiosity alive in your heart. Let the next chapter be yours to write. Reflective question for the journey ahead: in what way can you rewrite your current obstacle using the strategy of an ancient hero, guided by timeless Dharma?